Recognizes the gentleman from Texas, the vice chairman of the subcommittee, for 5 minutes for questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Harrell, I'm going to come to you first. Thank you for your testimony. To my knowledge, an overwhelming majority of our country's nuclear plants were built prior to 1990. Just for the record, I was also born prior to 1990, okay? For some time, these plants were threatened with licensing renewal uncertainty to continue operating. We're all painfully aware. Your testimony highlights some recent regulatory clarity providing long-term policy commitments regarding plant licensing. However, with the growing energy demand of the future, how would the Nuclear Advisory Committee Reform Act allow the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, NRC, to enhance plant licensing practices, therefore meeting our growing energy demands? Your thoughts?
Yeah. Thank you, Congressman, and thank you for your leadership both at this committee and at the Science Committee. That really has been an important piece of catalyzing this nuclear innovation and the bipartisan policy that's got across the finish line. I mean, the crux of this issue is we need a nimble, predictable, and efficient regulator that enables innovation and deployment without sacrificing safety. And I think that bill navigates this bill navigates that careful line. We need to eliminate some of the duplicative steps in this process, ensure that independent experts who are in place ultimately are dealing with the novel and unique issues that are coming before the commission, not that it's a requirement on every step. And so I think making it discretionary at the request of the commission, narrowing these experts' focus on some of these novel areas, and ensuring that there's turnover over at it and ensuring there's new talent. I mean, there's an immense amount of innovation that's happened over the last decade. 2 terms on these, I think, is an appropriate realm, and let's ensure that we're getting new talent and who know the new status of technology, are more comfortable with what's moving forward, because this industry is evolving rapidly.
Well, I appreciate that. And Dr. Huff, I'm going to give you kudos for being over at the American Nuclear Society meetings that we have over at Capitol Hill Club. For my colleagues that don't know, we hold those. Michelle Harstein does a good job of holding those about once a month when we have the time. Ms. Korsnick, I'm going to come to you. You state that the primary challenge facing large-scale deployment is not technology development, rather issues such as cost, schedule risk, supply chains, and workforce challenges. Would today's legislation provide some regulatory predictability, if there is such a thing, that at least mitigates permitting schedule risk?
Thank you. Absolutely. I think the bills that we have in front of us are a good step forward to help bring that regulatory predictability. And again, I want to share a strong industry needs a strong regulator. So we're very supportive of having a strong and very capable regulator. And I think the bills before us do a good job at managing that and yet bringing efficiency into the equation.
So suffice it to say, we would like to see a day when the goal of reforms is to make sure licensing of worthy projects is not the main holdup. Would you agree?
That's a beautiful vision.
Okay, all right. I love it when a plan comes together. So, and Mr. Merrifield, how about you? Would you agree with that?
I do, and I want to go back to the ACRS for a moment. That institution was created at a time when there were, the very earliest days of the industry, and there was a need for a review of each and every design. That is not the case today. I think ACRS is an important institution. I think it should remain. I think it should be available for the commission to have that second opinion. But frankly, if you look at every other industry in the country, oil and gas, other forms of generation, all of them have digitalized controls. The reactors that the NRC regulates are only getting around to doing some of that, and ACRS and some of the members who were involved in that review are part of the reason why that's the case. I think sometimes ACRS can actually hinder the ability of technologies to move forward, and I think the commission needs more ability to have a hand over reviewing it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mr. Harrell, you agree?
I absolutely agree. We need an efficient, nimble, diligent regulator to move forward and enable this innovation and deployment.
Okay. Mr. Merrifield, I'm coming back to you. Your testimony highlights the needs to address the technical expertise. Do you believe the NRC Staff Pay Alignment Act will meaningfully improve the NRCC's ability to retain top technical talent, kind of like Dr. Huff here?
Yes.
Boy, that's easy. Yeah. So So let's see, what can I do with 16 seconds left, Mr. Chairman?
I'm eagerly supporting that piece of legislation.
Have you heard the joke about, well, I won't go there. So listen, it's great to be with y'all. Yield back.